Hi, this is Amy from alchemillahospital.net, and this is going to be the first in a series of videos, more or less cam hacking and discussing some things about Silent Hill 4 along with the playthrough here. And now I realize this came out in 2004, so it's about 14 years old now, which amazes me. I remember I was in college when I first got it. I ordered it from Amazon, and I got just the PS2 version at first, and then eventually the PC version. And the controls on the PC just suck. I mean, they suck bad. So I'm going to be playing through this mostly on PS2, both on the console itself and using a PS2 emulator. So I did finally buy all the PS2 versions of the games that are available for that console, which is 2, 3, 4, Shattered Memories, and Origins were also released on there. And you see the playthrough on the left, and on the right, of course, is sort of going through through the walls and things. And I know a lot of people have been really clamoring for an actual cam hack that's easy to use for Silent Hill 4 for so many years now, but it just hasn't happened. And I don't know why that is. I mean, is there, less interest? I know people complained about Silent Hill 4 when it first came out because it was different from the previous games in the series, but at this point I think a lot of people, lump the first 4 games together more often than not. And even if you use the Silent Hill model viewer and the level viewer, they have a lot of problems, and you can't really look at the levels. I mean, you get bits and pieces, like I remember seeing the elevator in there. But even the models, the character models, some of them have a lot of issues, and these weird planes going through them in the model viewer, so you just can't view things. The Texture Explorer does let you see everything in the game, though. I mean, all the game textures, so that counts for something. And that's cool because you can see, like, those, I forget which apartment, the one that, the artist one, and they have these paintings of all the residents of the apartment building lying around their apartment, and you can, see all those clearly, because you can't zoom in on them, in the game. And I'm going to be trying some different things. Some people have said they've had some success with the Art Money program, which I haven't totally figured out yet. But on the right here, I'm using the raw codes for the walkthrough walls. And that's just, the raw codes just mean they're not encoded. Because when you use Action Replay, Game Shark, Codebreaker, they have their own, proprietary encoding system. And that way, it was harder to steal codes from one thing to the other, and, because were in competition at the time. And I actually bought a PS2 Game Shark and a Codebreaker. So I had the Game Shark before, but I couldn't find the little memory card thing that goes with it. And it's still a pain in the ass to use because you have to, do this crap, soft reset the thing and whatever. Anyway, it's a pain in the ass, so I was just playing through the PS2 version on the computer using an emulator rather than the console, even though I have it on the console and the game cheating devices too. And then in the meantime, of course, I'm playing through Silent Hill 3 and at the amusement park there. So I'll be ending that one shortly and getting to work more on this, and also I'm going through the model files and the textures and some of the code for PT. And we'll definitely be adding some more PT videos. Also, I'm probably just going to delete that one I did on the backup, since that was like in 2015, and you have to have the same PS4 version, like the system software. It has to be, it's like 2.57 or something, and you can't have a higher version, or else you can't, reuse the same one that I already made. Well, I mean, it might be different for you, but I made the backup when I had 2.57 installed, and now I can't use it, again. In the meantime, I have a different PS4 console itself, and this one is a newer version than I had before, and it doesn't go below 5.0, so even if I do a factory reset, I'm just screwed, trying to use that backup. But I do have videos of me playing through the whole thing, so I'm just going to edit through some of those. I think I have, like, extensive videos, actually, and screenshots, so whatever. I think they've disabled, what was it called? Like Game Share or something.
What's your name?
I think they disabled that back in 2015 too for PT. And I've heard that it doesn't work.
And you?
So even if you can do that with other games, if you have a friend that has this game and you don't, and they can game share it with you, but you can't do that with PT, I don't think.
Your dream.
And then of course there's some interesting unused stuff in there also.
And a really terrible one too.
And there are unused things in Silent Hill 4 as well,
So you
which I
think
will
this
get
is
to.
a dream, huh?
Well, if it's not a dream, what is it?
And using this walk-through walls code, I mean, it works great in the first-person view parts, namely the apartments, but I mean, sometimes you can get to interesting places in the third-person view, like in the levels, but then other times Henry gets stuck, and then I have to reset and go back to my last save, so that's been a pain in the ass. So it might take me a bit longer, because I tend to overuse it, and then I stupidly get stuck in places. Like, I was getting stuck in some places trying to look around that giant worm that's a little further in this level, and I got stuck on the roof. Then I was playing through the wish house area, the forest level, and I got stuck after going up the steps and trying to use it and to look at the roof there too. So yeah, it's been interesting, and people have asked me,
Wait a minute.
can you look around in Eileen's room, and I'd like to, but
I think I'm
it's
gonna puke.
not letting me do that with this particular method. So I'm going to have to try something else. People put some coordinates up for what to use for Henry's location or the camera location. I don't remember, when using Art Money, so I will have to try to do that some more, but I haven't figured it out quite yet. That, and I ended up hooking up 4 different computers in here, alright? And I know it doesn't work on my newest computer because it has widescreen issues, and I didn't install any widescreen patches. And then I have 2 really old computers that it doesn't work on because they're too old, so the graphic card isn't compatible. And then my old laptop, it does work on. Actually, wait, one of them, it does that screen flickering issue. And that, like, pisses me off, and I don't know how to fix that. So it just, like, blinks on and off really, really fast. And then you can't play it because it's just unbearable. But I still have one computer running it, PC version, and the console, and I have this running on an emulator. And there's the Robbie balloon, and I ended up getting that. And it was lagging a bit because Fraps stopped working on my laptop when it updated, so I don't know what the hell's going on. It's just all these stupid technical issues I've been dealing with. That's why I've had some videos that were later than I thought they would be. And then I'm working on like 20 different projects to update, or to upload here, so, I'll be getting more of these up shortly anyway.